Hello friends, today we are going to discuss about the revenue collections of various local bodies. What is the issue uh, at the time of octroi, after abolition of octroi, that is LBT is there, and after abolition of LBT there is GST. Basically, I am focusing on Maharashtra. In Maharashtra, my case study is Nasik Municipal Corporation. Okay, let's we start. As you know that every municipal corporation is having their own sources for revenue. The revenue is utilized for giving some basic services to the society. In Maharashtra, the LPT was introduced under the provision of Maharashtra Municipal Corporation Act 1949 and Bombay Provincial Municipal Corporation Rule 2010. Basically, I am focusing on what is octroi, what is LBT, what is provision of goods and service tax, and what is the liquor tax. The LBT was introduced in Maharashtra in April 2013, and the LBT replacing the octroi in all municipal corporations except Mumbai. That means octroi was in Mumbai, and in other municipal corporations, the LBT was there. The basic thing of LBT is that it is a double taxation. What is the double taxation? When any seller, that is any business organization or any trader, is purchasing a particular goods, at that time he is paying some VAT, value added tax. Again, he is paying LBT. That means his basic price is 100, then VAT is, for example, rupees 10. Additionally, LBT is there. That means the LBT is imposed on the 110, not on 100. So it is a double taxation. That is, it avoid the cascading effect of the tax. The LBT uh, is not accepted by the traders due to this impact, because VAT is there, LBT is there, and ultimately the goods prices are increases in municipal corporation. The local body tax is opposed by the various traders in Maharashtra. And in August 2015, the state government uh, partially abolished the local body tax. That means under the amendment rule, only traders who have turnover exceeding rupees 50 crore per year have to pay LBT, while the traders who are already registered under that rule are also automatically deemed to be registered under the LBT. That means whose turnover is 50 crore and above, he is eligible for LBT and other are exempted under partial abolition. But after implementation of GST, the position is different because GST is indirect tax. If LBT is there and GST is there, again it increases the indirect taxes. Therefore, the LBT was abolished and GST is there. Again, the issue is there when octroi was abolished, LBT is there. After abolition of LBT, the GST is there. What is the impact on Nashik Municipal Corporation revenues? Basically, I focus on the main objective of my study is to overview the local body tax since its abolition, then analyze the trend of revenue from octroi as LBT and some grants from the state government. And I am going to analyze the grant received by the National Municipal Corporation from the state government. And if necessary, I will make some suggestion uh, to the municipal corporation. Generally, every tax is having some framework, legal framework. So the tax imposed by the local civic bodies of India on the entry of the goods into local area for consumption, use or sale. Generally, LBT is imposed on the goods into a local area for consumption. It may be for use or for sale. Uh, the local body tax was levy. Levy means how it is imposed. Any transaction, incidental or in connection with or auxiliary to such trade, profession, commerce, consumption, manufacturing, adventure, or concern is made by the dealer, the levy of LBT shall be attracted. So, if all these activities there, then LBT is imposed on that particular activity. Uh, so there are two basic schedules under LBT. That is, some goods are exempted, some goods are taxable. So local body tax has two schedule of goods under it. Goods listed under Schedule A are taxable, and those listed in Schedule B are non-taxable. There are some examples of Schedule A. Some goods is there where the LBT is imposed on, and Schedule B where the LBT is not there. So, what is the situation of LBT in various cities of Maharashtra? The basic local body tax is different according to various municipal corporations. The tax rate is 0.10% to 10%. The highest is LBT usually levied on Indian-made foreign liquor, imported liquor, wine, and country liquor. Generally, uh, the local body tax was imposed in Pune, Bhiwandi, Thane, Pimpri Chinchwad, Nagpur, Ahmednagar, Amravati, Nasik, and Navi Mumbai. So, what is the condition at the time of LBT for registration? The registration is submitted by the dealer. But what is the basic thing? If the dealer is already registered under that, it is not necessary to again register for LBT because the VAT registered dealer are automatically registered for LBT. The basic important thing is about the assessment of value or value assessment. So it is very basic because the assessable value of a particular goods is declared by the traders themselves. That means the dealer should define what is the sales value and he can calculate the local body tax on that particular goods. So what is the condition for payment of LPT? Within 10 days of the following month, and if uh, after the end of month, the dealer should make a payment of LPT within 10 days. Next condition about filing of return. There are two type of return, E1 and E2. E1 return is filing within 15 days from the end of the half month period. That is, half month period is considered for filing of return. An annual return, that is form E2, is within 15 days of the end of the assessment year. So I have some data about OFTRA, LBT, and various government grants. So I have collected some data from year 1982-83. There is some revenue in crores where I am calculating the growth. What is the growth rate? From 1982 to 83 to 2014-15. The you know that the LBT was introduced in August 2013. In 1982, the revenue of Nashik Municipal Corporation is 4.13 crore. It is increasing 7 crore, 8 crore, 9 crore, 11 crore, 14 crore. So in 1998, the revenue was 110 crore. In 1998 and 99, it is declining. That is 93.15. Again, it is increasing, and thereafter it is increasing. I am basically focused on 2012 and 13, where the revenue was 695.51 crore from the OFTRA. In 2013-14, it is 125.56 crore. That means it is declining. And in 2014-15, 60.48. Why it is declining in 13-14, 14-15? Because the LBT was introduced. So therefore, the after revenue automatically decreases. Some LBT collection is there. In 2013-14, revenue collection in crores uh, from local body tax is 452.74. In 14-15, 663.47, and in 2015-16, 841.15. That means it is very transparent tax. If you see the figure, some declining, increasing, decreasing trend is there. But here, every time the LBT revenue was increasing. But uh, you know that the local body tax partially abolished and after completely abolished. Therefore, after from August 2015, the state government is providing some grant to the Nashik Municipal Corporation. Every month, the grant uh, 31.64 crores. Total is 354.72. Then some budgeted ability 360. Budgeted stamp duty at 1% is 60. Total tax revenue is 414. Less budgeted LBT grant refund to the government. Okay, so it is 69.00. So total tax revenue for the Nashik Municipal Corporation is 705.72. Okay. What is the finding? Okay. The first finding is that the performance of revenue income of Octra is not constantly increasing during the period of 31 years. So there is no increasing trend. Sometimes it is increasing, sometimes it is decreasing. The performance of revenue income of LBT as compared to Octroi incredibly enhanced during these 3 years. Yes, obvious. It is increasing. Hence, it is said that the good revenue source for the Nashik Municipal Corporation. After the partial abolition, financial dependency of municipal corporation is totally depend on the government grant. That means the Nashik Municipal Corporation is totally depend on the state government grants. This grant received from the state government as against the LBT foregone is less, as would adversely affect the functioning of the corporation. Obvious, the state government defines some particular amount, that is the monthly grant they are giving, but it is a fix. It may, if it is increasing, then it is better for the Nashik Municipal Corporation. But it is fixed amount, therefore it is adversely affect the revenue of Nashik Municipal Corporation. Next is the compensation of 14%, which is decided by the state government. It is not proper calculated by the state government. What is my suggestion? GST Council should provide some percentage of state revenue. That means in case of GST, uh, two types of GST is there, CGST and GST. So GST Council should provide some portion of GST to various municipal corporations. Then financial autonomy of local authorities, that is part of formalization of e-government. As per the constitutional amendment, it must be conferred in interest of the public. So, as per the Constitution of India, the local authority is having uh, some powers to impose taxes. But after abolition of LBT, the local body is not having any sources because totally depend on the government. Then Nashik Municipal Corporation should not solely depend on the grant, but it should raise its own sources. Obvious, uh, Nashik Municipal Corporation should search some alternative revenue sources uh, for providing better civic services. Next finding is that Nashik Municipal Corporation should frame and implement its own strategy. Okay? That means they can make some strategy. They are going to increase their water taxes, property taxes, or whatever may be. Or the best option is that the municipal corporations may collect liquor tax in their local area. So liquor tax or additional tax may be there. And the state government should release the grant to the various municipal corporation on the basis of population and area covered under the jurisdiction of the corporation. So these are the some my findings. Thank you for watching this video.